That's right.
I don't want to know.
We're going to do two quick exponential problems. I'll do one, you do one. Page 308, number 59. A certain type of bacteria increases according to the model P of T equals 100 e to the 0.2197 t. This is where t is time in hours. Find P of 0, P of 5, and P of 10. Do you know how to do this?
No.
You plug in the number.
Hurts my heart whenever you say that. Well, what's P of 0 mean?
That
You plug in 0 for
Plug in 0 for t. So it's just calculator work. I just want to make sure you know how to type it into a calculator. Every day from here on out when you come in, grab a graphing calculator. You will need it. Just get used to running these things. The more you use them, the easier it'll become. Well, this one, you don't even need a calculator.
This is 0.
Yeah. It's 100. You get 100.
Where's the is it good?
Second divide. This one you might need a calculator. 100 e to the 0.2197 times 5. Well, you gotta know how to punch it in. So you just go 100 times e. Oops, that's pi. E to the 0.2197 times 5. So you get 299.97.
Where's E? Second.
Second divide.
Wait, can you?
And of course, if you're trying to be fast, hit second enter, take you right back to what you just typed, change 5 to 10, and your money, $8.99.8.
Wait, how do you do that? Go back to
To bring up what you just typed in, push second enter. It makes it a lot faster to type in the same thing a bunch of times and just change one number. Teach you how to do your quizzes fast one of these days. So I'll get those answers. If you are not getting these, tell me right now so we can figure out why. You didn't put, no, you did put E. 100 times E to the, oh, it's not 0.0297, 0.2197. Or did I write the problem wrong? Oh, you did the wrong problem.
Yeah, I'm getting.
Oh, I need to study
What? No. When you do that, it'll do E to this power divided by 0. Parentheses around the power. So be the multiplication first. Second enter. Enter.
This one?
You want to put a parenthesis there? Oh, it deletes.
Isn't that
Insert.
Insert.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all? Which one? You put it. Yes. Yeah, 5.
Just power up.
power, put in parentheses. And then put 6 point whatever times 5 in parentheses.
So I'm gonna say 10.
Oh, that's why. Calculator will do exponents first, and then multiply at the end by 5. So what you need to do, you need to have the entire power in parentheses. So instead of closing it like that, divide by 5. That way it multiplies this by 5.
That's all you need.
Everyone getting them now? Okay, we'll now do 62. Same thing, just a little different equation. Q represents the mass of carbon-14. Half-life. You guys know about half-life? You should. All right. Quantity. Only if you've taken chemistry, I think. Is that chemistry or is that biology?
It's not biology.
It's chemistry, I think.
What are we plugging in for T?
10 times 1/2
What are we plugging for
to
T?
the T divided by 5,730. It says determine the initial quality when T equals 0. So put 0 in for T. That's A. And then B, 2,000 years. So put in 2,000 for T. Then C, graph it.
I got 10 on it.
Don't graph it on your paper, just graph it on your calculator, just to make sure you know how to.
Wait, so you put in 0 first?
Or actually, if you're a genius, you would graph it on the calculator first, and then just use the table to calculate A and B for you.
But I'm not a genius, so.
But you're getting there.
So what do you put 0 for T to graph it?
Do I put an X for T?
Yeah, it's just your variable. It's just your independent variable on the calculator. It always says X. Doesn't matter what you write on the paper.
When you put it in the calculator, you have to put the T divided by whatever in parentheses?
Yes, because you want it to divide first, and then make that whole thing the power. If you just
Why says it's 10?
A should be 10. If you put this, if you put 10 times 1
I got a line.
half to the X. If you put that, it'll do the power of X first and then divide the whole thing by 5730. You don't want that.
Oh, does that make sense?
You need parentheses around it so it does half to that whole power.
Is that two? Is a line on
It should not be a line, no.
I don't know how to freaking graph
Are you sure?
Oh, it is going to be so shallow that
You can't see it.
you can't see it. You guys all trying to look at the graph?
Dude, hold up.
How do you plug it in? You just type that in. 10 times 1/2 to the power of.
X.
Because it's still in the weird thing that I switched it to so that you wouldn't do a graph. Oh, and because you're not, no, that's actually wrong. You're not in graph. And it is in the weird thing.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, I need those back.
I'll be back.
Okay. So if you guys have calculators, I need them back because I've noticed there's a lot missing. And, I don't want to answer it. I don't want to answer to Mrs. Crow at the end of the year. Mr.
How
Wonder.
is this graph supposed to look?
Well, if you graph, you'll just get a little line at the top.
Yeah.
Well, let's think here.
What's that line at?
Why is there just that little line at the top?
Because it can't go lower than that, right?
Well, look at if you're plugging in like 1 and 2 and 3 for X, what's your power?
Barely anything.
Barely anything. And so this is going to be barely anything. So to see the bigger picture, what you could do, push zoom. And if you go down the bottom, fit. This isn't always perfect. Sometimes this is really crappy actually. But yeah. It'll put the whole thing, it'll try to like zoom out and make it look good for you. Now it looks like a line going down. Why does it do that? That's why zoom fit sucks.
You're zoomed in too much. know what that means, you're probably in too much.
Yeah. Let's just think and use our window and make up our own zoom. This is an exponential, correct? Is it going to go up or down from left to right? Down, because the multiplier is a fraction, so it should look like this. Right? So when we set up our window, let's do y first. Do we need a negative region of y?
-10.
No, this will never be negative. So let's just go, y is going to go from 0 to, well, when t is 0, you should be able to do this one in your head. It's 10, isn't it? And isn't it going to just get smaller from there? So the maximum we need on y is, I can go 11, just so there's a little gap. I don't know, maybe just go 10. But my x, do I need negative? Oh, we can leave the negative x's on there. What I really want though, don't I want like q of 2000?
What?
So let's go to 2000.
That's 200.
Okay, let's go 2000. You can change the scale if you want. If you leave it at 1, it's just going to put a thick black line because they can't put 2,000 little marks there. That's the number of marks it's going to put. It's going to go every 1. We'll just go from 0 to 2,000 and we'll say grab it. That looks a little better. Not much.
Up and down, up and down.
It's very pixelated because it's so shallow. Whatever. That's a crappy graph. In general, you're just going to go, oh, it starts at 10 and it goes down really slow. Just don't put units down. That's what your graph would basically look like. So if I want to know what Q of 2000 is, how can you do that with this? You don't have to go back to here and type it all in.
Go to 2000.
Just go to your table. Look at it. Q of 0. Hey, when x is 0, it's 10. We already said that.
You gotta go all the way to 2000?
No, you don't have to sit there and go.
You can type in 2000?
You go, no. Oh, I think you can go over. No, you can't. Remember the table set button?
Oh,
Second, table set. Where do you want it to start? Well, let's just go straight to 2000.
That's 200.
2000. Hey, it's 7.85106. So just 7.85.
Wow. I want to put in 200. Did you come with you? That was crazy. That was good.
Going hard today.
Yeah.
Logs.
He's way too excited.
You can write anything down in your head.
Guessing right now we'll go down.
What do you know about logs? Logarithms.
And then like a base.
Dogs, you use a calculator to figure them out?
Yeah, you mostly use your calculator.
Are you gonna let us use the calculator?
Yeah.
Yep. What's the point of it?
It's like log base 2 of 8. What does that equal?
Log base 2 of 8. 4.
Nope.
10.
Nope. 3.
How?
3. Log base 2 of 8 is 3.
Yes.
How about log base 4 of 16?
I thought it was
It's the 8. Oh, I know.
2. Just keep doing them until everyone figures out the pattern here.
Oh, I know. I just needed that one reminder.
Log base 10 of 100.
Ten.
Little
It's 2.
How many times you multiply the little number by itself to get the other number, right?
Not important. You can go at the end of the period. Log base 5 of 25.
2.
It's 2.
It's because it's the root.
How about log base 16 of 4? Ooh. 1/2. So people are slowly catching on. If you haven't yet, it's time to just tell you. It's always this number to this power will equal this number. That's what logs are. So when you have log base 2, when you have log base 2 of 8, it's basically saying 2 to what power gives me 8. This is 4 to what power gives me 16. 10 to what power gives me 100? That's what it is. 5 to what power gives me 25? 2. 16 to what power gives me 4? Well, half. It's the square root. Alright? So in general, if you have log base a of b equals x, that means a to the x equals b, because you just go. I always draw the little arrows, a to the x power equals b. So always little number to this power equals this number. Right. So we can use this to solve equations that we could never solve before.
Wow.
Yes. For example, solve for x. 2 to the x equals 256.
So base 2.
Well, in order to do that, you have to switch it to log form.
Base 2.
Base 5.
Log. Here's how I do it. I always go log, and then I always go, well, I know it's the little number to this power. So this number to this power. Well, so that's 2 to this power equals this. So x equals log base 2 of 256. That doesn't really help, because in your head, you're still going, well, 2 to what power gives me 256? I don't know. So you have to know how to do it on the calculator. Now on your calculator, if you remember.
You gotta do something opposite.
Yeah.
Is it like 2 log?
Isn't it all automatically set to base 10 though?
Yes. The log on your calculator, whenever you just see log and then whatever, that's log base 10. If there's nothing written there, it's base 10. It's called the common log. So on your calculator, if you just do log,
Can't even see it.
that's base 10. Well, we don't want base 10.
2.
We want base 2.
2 in the front. Log.
Close. We do what's called the change of base formula. If you do the log of this divided by the log of the little number, it's the same as that. Now we could, how you really want to know, and I think I could explain it, but it's very long. Or you could just know that whenever you have the log base a of b, that is equal to log of b divided by log of a. Yep, always. Even works with natural logs, but you don't even know what that is yet. And you can change the base to anything you want when you do this. So like if you have log base 6 of 15, you could change that if you wanted to. I don't know why you want to, but you could change that. Pick a number. 4. You could change that to log base 4 of 15 divided by log base 4 of 6. You could change the base to anything you want. If you put big one divided by little one, do log of any base you want of the big one divided by log of any base you want of the little one. It always works 100% of the time.
So you might as well just do 10.
Yeah, 10 is the one you want to do because that's what your calculator does. You might see tomorrow when we do properties of logs how you might want to do this. But so anyway, this, did you get an answer?
Yeah.
I think it's an 8. Yeah, it should be 8. Solve for x. Log base 3 of x equals 4. Give you a hint, you're not ready for your calculator yet.
Divide by 4. It's okay.
Divide by 4, not going to help. You have log base 3 of x divided by 4 equals 1.
So this is just
Well, the 4 is the root of 3, so you
81.
The power.
for the power.
Yeah, is you have to switch it to exponential. Whenever your variable, like an exponentials, if your variable is the power, you switch it to log. If you have a log with a variable over here, you switch it to exponential. So 3, whenever you're confused, try switching it to the other thing. So here, 3 to the 4th power equals x. Boom. Hey, we've solved for x. It's 3 to the 4th power, which is 81.
so it's really easy.
Yeah, that one is easier, I think. So same thing now. Solve for x. Log base x of 81. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Equals 4. Let's see how smart you are. I made up example problems. I didn't even realize I did that.
You're going to confess yourself.
So how
Is
did
it
you
4x?
figure that out?
don't you just go
It's 3.
It's 3, because look at right here. Okay.
the square root of the...
But if you were just solving it, you would go x to the 4th equals 81, then 4th root both sides. You know how to do the 4th root on your calculator?
4 the root.
It is not this. Do not type 4 root 81. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Do not type 4 root 81. You know what I'll get if I hit enter?
Isn't that the square root of 81 times
Okay.
4?
36.
'Cause 4
That's 4 times the square root of 81. If you want the 4th root, you have to push 4, math, and then go down to that one with the little x. It'll do 3rd root, and then there's, if you want any higher, you